y'all, this is Jamaica with Jamaica Life. And we had a freeze, right? I got some tree collards in here that are turning a little yellow. So I'm gonna see how much I could get in. It's about 6:30 at night. Well, it's not night yet, huh? Still time. I still have a chance. So we're gonna take what we can out here, and we're gonna plant at least 6 or 7. Let's get it. As soon as I get them in here, I gotta get them in a stable location because I don't want to get wet. I just watered them so they had some water before I put them in the ground. But they have been in this container way too long. Way too long. So I already have 3 out there. I got 4 more. So let's do lucky number 7, huh? I don't want to come back out here, so I'm gonna get the shovel. Or do I have the shovel out? The shovel's already out there, I think. Yeah, I see the shovel. Let's go out to the gated garden because the rabbits are everywhere. They're just waiting, licking their chops, and they cannot get in here. So that's where these are gonna go. This is what made it so far. I got some spinach in there. This is gonna be the line of tree collards where those 3 are. That is Mitchell Healy cabbage. So let's get it, huh? This barrier. And all right, I gotta make sure I don't step on my little itty bitty spinach. Those are carrots, by the way. And those right there, those weeds. Let's go. I see the shovel. Where's the opening to this fence? Right here. Oh, this is so convenient. I'm gonna set you up right here, all right? We interrupt our planting session before it gets dark because my dog got out. And I would like for you all, come on, Chico, to like and subscribe. Say hi, boy. I gotta put him in. I'll be back. Race against time. Will she do it? Will she do it? And the crowd roars. She almost steps on her crops. All right. Time to space them out, huh? One at a time. How many do I have? 7? And 7. Put some bone meal, blood meal, and fertilizer down, but I'm gonna have to top dress because I'm running out of daylight. So let's go. Down on your knees, down on your knees. I don't like doing this part. Nose is running. Excuse me, guys. There we are. This is what you're supposed to be looking at, not the mess. Here we are. You do what you can when you can, right? Disturb the roots a little bit. And ground. They were too wet. That's why they're reacting that way. Look at that. Those roots were getting root bound. Rip a little bit out just so they get free. Free your mind, or free your roots, and the rest will follow. Be colorblind, don't be so shallow. Free your mind. What's biting me? The rest will follow. Be colorblind. Oh gosh. All right, Jamaica, you could do it, girl. It's a race against time. Time won't give me time. And time makes lovers feel like they got something real. But you and me, we know we got nothing but time. Come on, now. Here we go. Don't take that long, ain't nothing to it but to do it. I just don't like cold weather. That's why I wasn't out here. One row of tree collards complete. Clean up your mess, girl. So we're gonna get another row in between here, and then there'll be an aisleway. I think I'm gonna put some pavers here so I don't step on these little seedlings. These are big though. I have a few more, so I guess I'm gonna start another line of tree collards right there next to it. I might stagger it, make 3 rows in here. I haven't decided yet, but they'll get planted soon, and there's not that many. Let's go over there and see how many we have left. Look at that, isn't that pretty? Let me get this. Let's do this. There we go. Here we go, here we go, here we go. All right, let me get out of here. Cell block 1 will be closed for the night. Rabbits are mad at me. They ate down some of my stuff though. They got me in the other side. Oh, around the gazebo, I done broke my tray. Don't know my own strength. There's our row right there. Ain't that pretty? All right, let's go. Let's see what we have left. Lights are on, look at that. I'm lighting this joker up slowly but surely, so I can see what's going on out here all night without any electricity. Put some searchlights out here. I don't live in a bad neighborhood, but you know, things are getting bad. Let's see. We have a lot of stuff here. We have 4 more tree collards. We have a half a plat of kale. That is the crow of not a cochin, of one of these. I want to call it a finch so bad. These little quail. That's a male that makes that sound. Anyway, I'll get to him later. And then we have this, which is broccoli and cauliflower. That has to go on the ground. They're still green though, so they're doing quite well. These, on the other hand, they have to come out. They're turning yellow. So we're gonna get that done eventually. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 more tree collards. I wonder if I could get them in. You think we could do it? Try. Maybe we could try. Not in the middle of the night planting stuff. This is me. This is how I roll. Unpredictable. Positively unpredictable. Put them right here. Let's go and get the shovel again. I think I get 4 more in there quickly. Quick, fast, in a hurry. This place is a mess. I got all kind of blankets. Those are the blankets that were covering up the citrus trees. The ones that were covered, that were not damaged from the last frost, they did just fine. The ones over there, those Meyer lemons, not so great. Not so great. I'm gonna put you over here real quick, and we're gonna get this last 4 in, because I just want to finish them. I don't want to put them over there because they've been getting me over there. They've been eating my stuff. I got a trap for them rabbits. They might not go in the trap though, because, well, they're full. They're eating everything over there. All right, planted in the dark, huh? Coming out of the dark, finally see the light now. And it's shining on me. Not that hard, girl. Don't let your mind play tricks on you. It's not hard at all. It's only 4. That ain't nothing. Not for me. Self-talk. All right. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Yay, girl. Yay, team. It's getting really dark out here. I don't need this anymore. All right, did I block you? No, you can still see me. I got these bright colors on. The green one. The one with the light green. All right, girl. Here we go. Come on out. And loosen them up. One. 2. 3. And 4. Tree collards are in that quick. Look at that. I'm so proud. I'm so happy that I did this. I didn't want them to freeze. I mean, they're seedlings, but they're strong seedlings. They've been in these little pods for a long time. They had a lot of roots. A lot of roots. Look at these rabbits. You see them? Right there? Those 2 little dots hopping around. I gotta put some traps out. There's a lot of them. There's a lot of them around here. Just making it their home here. They're like very comfortable. I could actually call them pets because they're not scared of me anymore. They're scared of them dogs though. Who says you can't do it? Who says you don't have time? I know y'all tired when y'all come from work. I used to be tired too, so I ain't gonna say nothing. I know it ain't easy. No, it ain't easy. Mentally, even if you don't have a physical job, mentally, you can be tired when you get off work and not want to do anything. I understand completely. Your mind is very powerful. Although exercise helps, sometimes, man, wow, it can take a toll. So we got that done. That wasn't hard, was it? Was not hard. My hands are dirty. I'm a gardener. You know, I need to start wearing gloves, or I need to start soaking my hands after I finish, because I noticed that my hands were getting rough. So I started putting more lotion on, thicker lotion on, more like a cream than a lotion, just to soften it back up. I don't want no rough hands. You know, I'm still a girl. But I was getting there, and I noticed it before it got too bad. So we're done with the tree collards. Tomorrow, I'll probably have to go out to the country and see how many chickens are out there, and hopefully, well, I know they got food and water. Usually they do, unless they wasted it. And then I'll come back out here and we're gonna plant the rest of this stuff because it's been sitting here too long. I'm not gonna plant these in the ground. These berries are just gonna go in bigger containers. However, those annuals, cauliflower, kale, and broccoli, they're going in the ground. Vegetables are going in the ground. Slowly but surely, my summer crop is coming in. All my squash, all my watermelon, all my peppers, all my tomatoes, they are slowly coming in. But I am not going to put them out here permanently or in the ground until I know we're not going to have another frost. Sometimes this place surprises us. Usually, our last frost date is February 26th. But that doesn't mean you can't get a frost in March. So I'll wait for a while because I don't want to have to start over, or worse, have to buy seedlings. They're $5 a seedling for the same size seedlings that I have in the house. They're little. I looked at them and I said, well, maybe I'll put the clip in here right now. And here I am with the blast from the past, well, the past couple of days, at the big box store with their seedlings. Yes, they all were inside because we had a freeze. And they were all $5 each. Well, the ones we're looking at were $5 each. $5 each for the smallest ones. Look at these. Look at me holding them up. This is ridiculous. I don't know, guys. That's a Dixie cup. Go ahead and get you some solo cups and do the same thing because these seedlings are very small, extremely small. I have bigger ones than that in the house. So buyer beware. So I had a video or live and I was like, well, if you can, go and get seedlings that have the stems that coming out. I looked at those seedlings at the blue box store and there were no stems coming off the side. They were so small. I was like, what? These things are maybe 2 months old. They were about the same size as mine, if not smaller. They were very small. I remember when seedlings used to be huge. No more of that. They're giving you babies. And this is Texas. They know that tomatoes, if you have a determinate tomato and you don't get any fruit before June-ish, you ain't gonna get none because it's too hot. All the flowers are gonna fall off. And they only do one blossom. That's it for the season. So I try to plant indeterminate, but they were selling determinates. And I just shook my head. They're so small, so small. We'll see. My chickens are putting themselves to bed. They always do. I don't have to fight with them anymore. I sold quite a bit of them. I don't have very many left at all. So that's some less stress on me because it was way too many out here. I got overzealous with hatching and I'm still hatching. You think I'll learn my lesson? I'll just have to go ahead and stand at the side of the road with some more chickens. I'm just joking. Maybe not. So I got my vegetables in. Those tree collards are perennials. That eventually I'm gonna cover that with shade cloth. So I'm gonna put some T-post out there and try to do what I can do to cover them. They're in there fighting. It's gonna look. They should be gone to bed. They should be gone to bed. Y'all ever heard the saying, the chickens always come home to roost? It's actually true. They go to bed by themselves. You ain't gotta fight with them. Or the little ones. If you have a bunch of little ones, you gotta fight. See this netting? Yeah. It's serving more than one purpose because I hear the wild birds are the ones that are transporting diseases, and it's hard for them to get in here because of this netting. I did it because of the hawks. The hawks were coming in, and they're all in there. They're in the abyss. All right, ladies. Got a couple of roosters in here that I have to eradicate, but I have one that I'm gonna keep. Hopefully I have a light. Yep, 60%. Y'all will see me in a minute. There I am. So they put themselves to bed. I always lock them in. I almost started really locking them in with a key. All right. I do this so that, and they're in here. Let me show you. Now I got some light. You'll see them. See that? They're all in there. Nobody on the top post today? I got one chicken up on the top post. Just one. See her? See her? Oh, don't you dare, baby. The nerve of Harry. I feed you. Anyway, all of them are laying. I was getting so many eggs. It's ridiculous. Well, that's why it was just a sin for me to keep all of them. Not when people need them. People have big families here in Texas. I was giving eggs away. So instead of me struggling to take care of all of them, I got rid of some. $7 for a dozen eggs. And you know, chicken's gonna go up too eventually. It's gonna go up. Let me turn this light down. It's done it before. It's happened before. All of this has happened before. This is not the first time. So we got our vegetables in because vegetables gonna go up. Who gonna pick them crops? If the farmer cannot afford industrial machines to go and pick, and a lot of some of the farms can't afford the big old machines to pick their crops, and the workers are being deported. So who's gonna pick them? It's gonna be us working for food. That's what it looks like. That's what it looked like. I remember my girlfriend, and who was that station? Fort Knox, Kentucky. She helped a farmer harvest some turnips, and he gave her the greens because he just wanted the turnips. That might be what we do after a while. You don't know. You know, times are getting tough. Times are getting hard for everybody. Just pray. I just pray it doesn't last long. I pray for myself and everybody else. I'm trying not to think about it. That's why I just keep on gardening, and I'm glad that I learned some of the skills like hatching. That's not easy. First time I hatched, I only got two chickens, and they were both roosters. I kept on doing it and kept on doing it until I figured it out. Kept on using the same machine also. I didn't change the machine because I said once I want to learn this, how to hatch in this machine. And somebody laughed at me or made a joke on a comment. You know, the trolls, right? They said, look at you with that bubble chicken hatcher. And I think I was hatching quail that time. Well, you know, I couldn't let them get away with that. So I was like, I just hatched. It was quail. So I hatched 14 quail. I put 28 eggs in there. Half of them weren't fertile. So I tossed them after I candled them. And then I thought I got rid of all the bad ones. And then I had 2 that were not fertile that was still stuck in the thing. And then I had 1 chick hatch that was deformed, and it passed away within about 24 hours. So I got like 13 little chicks that I didn't pay. And quail are going for $7 each. The big ones, the grown ones, they're $7 each. They are not cheap. The older they get, they start at $2 for the really small 2-week-olds. Then they go to $5, and then they go to $6, $7, all the way up to $7 for a full-grown quail. So quail are not cheap. I can understand though, because quail tastes really good. And chickens, man, there aren't any for sale. I think I looked. I saw one. I'm in the Austin area. I saw one in Page, Texas, and they wanted $35 a hen and up. I was like, oh my God, this is a sign of the times. Learn how to do your stuff yourself. Everything you can learn how to do, try to do it yourself. This is not the first time it's happened. It's not. You're talking about flu and all this stuff. This is not the first time. I remember the chicken. Went up about a year or so ago. They were like expensive, $169 for chicken thighs or more. And then what else was up? Eggs were up before. It's not the first time. it's just a little worse this time, because every time it goes up real high and then it comes down a little bit. Did y'all notice that? We get used to, we get accustomed, because eggs with almost less than $2 a couple of years ago, $1.96 or something like that. They took it up to like $4, and everybody was like, oh my God, it's so expensive, right? So they bring it back down to like $3, right? Out here in Texas. Now it's $7. You know what they're gonna do? They're gonna drop it down to $5. That's what's gonna happen. I hope I'm wrong. Anyway, learn to grow from seed, because the seedlings are $5. But that, I'm gonna show you what size they were. It was ridiculous. I had some stuff that passed away because I left it out here by accident. But for little itty bitty plants like these, and just one plant. If you can overwinter your peppers, see that? Overwinter them. They're perennials. Nobody tells you that. You know, and there were some people like, well, you know, peppers, after they bloom one time, throw them in the trash. They're no good anymore. What? That is bad advice. You start from scratch when you don't have to. Now, I'm not saying not to plant a fresh set. I'm not saying that, because eventually those peppers gonna pass away. But early spring, guess what's gonna happen with them peppers? As a matter of fact, there's peppers on them right now. Right now. Don't throw your stuff out. Money is tight. Money has always been tight, and it's getting tighter and tighter. Learn to plant your own stuff anywhere you can, in a pot, anywhere. Why do you think I bought all these berries? Because I eat berries, and I'm not gonna be able to afford it after a while. So I'm taking a chance, and I'm trying to grow it myself. I'd rather take a risk with me than take a risk with them. I'm trying not to have I know that some things we can't control, but not my complete destiny in anybody's hands. I know that I have to rely on them for things like water, and because I'm in, even out in the country, I didn't dig a well, which I regret. I probably will go out there and dig a well. Probably will find somebody to dig a well, because things are getting bad. And I try to be so positive most of the time. I know it's nighttime, maybe that's why I'm gloomy. Sun is going down. Try to remain positive. But the solution is to try to do as much for yourself as you can, and stop dependent on others. They're not gonna do it for you. There's two stories. There's one, the little red hen, right? Y'all know those two little story times. The little red hen was going around saying the sky is falling, Chicken Little. Sky is falling, sky is falling. Right? Then there was a little red hen, which is another fable. I got them mixed up last time. Little Red Hen was asking everybody to help her, get stuff together. And no, everybody was like, I don't have time for that. I can't do that. No. And she did it by herself. So be the little red hen, because Chicken Little might be right. The sky might be falling for now. It's just reduce the amount of spending that you can if you can. Reduce, unless it's something that's gonna put out for years, like these. That's just my opinion. Stuff that's gonna help you in your future. Not something like, I don't go and get my nails done. I don't go out to eat. I really don't trust nobody to cook my food. I rarely go out to eat. The only time I find myself eating out is when I'm on vacation. That's it. And then if I'm in New York, I only go to particular places I've been going for years. Or I cook the food at home in my mom's house. I don't like eating out. Last time I went out here in Austin, we went to this new restaurant, and it turned out to be a burger joint, which is not my thing. It looked so nice. It looked like it looked so nice from the outside. It had an outdoor dining, and there was a lot of people there. Everything was fried, and the food was horrible. And we spent, I think, $55, $60 there for bad food. Food that tastes, it was horrible. It had no taste. Let me let my dogs out. They're looking at me like I'm crazy. So go ahead and get your stuff together. Go ahead and, come on. Go ahead and, don't knock my camera over, girl. She's something else. Come on, Chico. Go on. They were looking at me through the door, so I'm sitting by the door. Yeah. And they're out there for a reason. Well, that's where they they patrol it at night. So we don't have that problem out here, but there have been people who have been saying, oh, blah blah blah, there's a guy walking around and he looks suspicious. Everybody's on alert now. Alert. They see anybody who doesn't look like they lived here, they haven't seen him before, they describe their car. These people are trip. They describe their car, what they look like, what they were wearing, telling everybody in the neighborhood to watch out for them. And I'm appreciative. I think it's called Next Door, something like that. And there's another Facebook page. Tell on them. Be like, this guy was, walking around or driving around, and this is what he's driving. This is what he looks like. Watch out for him, or watch out for her. They don't trust women either. They don't trust nobody. If you ain't from the neighborhood, and it's funny. People know you. People know you, and you don't know them. People are nosy, and I initially I was like, man, they so nosy. Why are you in my business? And now I'm glad. Nosy neighbor is a good thing, especially when times get tough. I told you guys when I did that oil, the thieves oil, they weren't thieves. They were thieves at the end, but they were spice traders who were out of work, and they had a big old house, and they didn't know how they were gonna pay their bills, and so they was like, oh, these people are sickly, and they passing away. I'm gonna go ahead and collect everything from them, because I know how to not get sick, and I'm gonna go in. The police were afraid to get there. The king had to tell him, either you gonna go and get them, or I'm gonna send you to the guillotine. That story is hilarious. This is Jamerica with Jamerica Life. I've talked long enough. I will see you on the next one. I hope you all remain blessed and you keep on planting and try to do as much for yourself as you can. Bye, y'all.